Now let's have a look on what kind of software do you need to actually program this development board. So this demonstration is based on an open source project called ESP8266 deauth, which is an open source project available on GitHub. And it comes with a lot of documentation and examples on how to do everything. There are two ways to get your board up and running if you don't have a pre-programmed one. You can compile a project yourself and upload it with the Arduino IDE. But just because that method requires a series of steps to get it running, in this video I will show you a simpler method but with the same outcome. Still, if you want to go the Arduino way, I will attach you the documentation and you will be able to make changes to the project, compile them and upload it to see the new outcome. But if you're just happy with what's coming in the standard tool, just using a Flash tool to upload this to your development board is probably the easiest way to get started. There are different tools for different operating systems. I suggest you select whatever fits your needs, whatever fits your operating system. In essence, all the tools work pretty much the same. You download a binary file, which you can find on an open source project page on GitHub. You install one of the tools which fit your operating system. You link that binary file that you selected. You connect your development board by USB to your computer, select the proper port in your tool, and then just simply flash that. So let's do exactly that. The next step would be to open the flashing tool and to connect the development board to the computer. Now, getting the board recognized by the system can be a bit tricky, and for that reason I have attached to this lecture a guide on how to do that. Nevertheless, I cannot guarantee that the port will be recognized by your system, and in most cases the installation of additional drivers is necessary. If this becomes a frustrating task, I'm totally sorry about it. Can only advise you to try different computers or to simply give up and purchase a pre-programmed board. Now, if the board is recognized, it will show up in the flashing tool, but in the Arduino IDE as well. As you can see right now in the flashing tool, there are no other devices being shown apart from this Bluetooth thing that appears on my computer. Maybe on your machine you will see nothing else. And I already installed the necessary drivers for macOS, so once I now connect the board, it will get recognized. I'll click the reload button a couple of times just to make sure it's owned. And yes, indeed, you will see right now that another port has been opened. Depending on the tool, this may look a bit different. For example, on Windows, I'll show you screenshots from there as well. It looks a bit different, but in essence, it's first about making sure that the device is connected, and you can then select the specific port. Now, once this daunting task is done, we'll head to GitHub and open the ESP8266 deauth project in order to download the necessary bin file. So you can just go here to releases, and you will be given different versions that you can download. Make sure you first try flashing the 1 MB memory file, as it contains a full list of vendors and MAC addresses. And in case the board you are using does not have enough memory, then and only then you should try the 512 kilobytes version. So I'm gonna do just that, download the binary file. I will then go ahead and select that file that I just downloaded and then hit the upload button. I'll show you now how to do it on Windows. I'll be using the ESP8266 flasher. And as you can see, there are currently no ports selected, but once I connect the board to the computer USB, it should show up. As you can see, I have here COM7, and I will quickly check the configuration. You see here I've loaded the binary file. You can just click on this image and it will open the file explorer, allowing you to select the proper file. In advance, you can select the baud rate, and if you have any additional details regarding the total memory that is available or something like that. Generally, if it's, you can just give it a try like that to see how it's working, and if it needs any adapting, you can come later and do that. What I will do right now is to click the flash button. And this will actually take a while to flash the entire, so it will take like a minute or two. So I will stop the video and get a bit later when it's done. Okay, now we'll see that it stopped flashing and it should be ready to use. Hopefully you've managed to get everything up and running without too many headaches. I know I had a couple of them. Personally, I had a hard time getting it to run on macOS. I only managed to flash the device using the Arduino IDE. The flashing tool would simply not work in my case. You just try it out and let me know if it's working on your case. Otherwise, I don't know, I guess that thing is broken. On Windows, I had absolutely no problems using the Node MCU flasher as I have shown in the video, and also by using the Arduino IDE. I hope you've managed to do so as well. Just in case you encounter any problems, I'll do really my best to help you, but I really cannot promise anything because this hardware and software combinations and development boards are kind of tricky in themselves. And as I previously said, you can buy pre-programmed boards, and I will link you to those boards in the link section, and that will probably save you a lot of trouble if you're willing to pay the extra dollars. Thank you for your attention and see you at the next lecture.